Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Abigail Grace, whatever. And today we're going to be filming a reading vlog. It is currently almost 10 a.m. on a Saturday, and this weekend we're going to be filming how many books can I read in a weekend. My goal is going to be 3. I think I can read 3 books in a weekend. I thought about doing a 24-hour reading vlog, but I really didn't have it in me to stay awake for 24 hours, and I wanted to be able to get the sleep that I needed this weekend while still trying to do a lot of reading and bring you guys along with that. So it's going to be how many books can I read in a weekend. The goal is going to be 3, obviously. I'm about to head out. I am going to get an almond croissant. I'll film that for TikTok and Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, you should. And then I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and I'm gonna buckle down and I'm gonna try and read a book in one sitting while I'm there, and then I will kind of go from there and decide if I want to stay there and read another book or if I'll come home or what's going to happen from there. But I'm currently reading The Reluctant Flirt, and I think I'm going to bring another one with me. I'm looking at the books that are on my physical TBR, and I think the next one that I'm going to start is, I don't know, I say that, I know I should read the books that are on my TBR for the month, but I really want to read this. So I'm going to bring this with me as well, because that is a recipe for not reading, is picking up a book because you feel like you have to, instead of picking up the book that you want to read. And this is the book that I want to read, so I'm going to bring this with me as well. But we're going to head out the door and go to a coffee shop, and we're going to start reading. So let's go. Okay, I am 50% into The Reluctant Flirt by Jennifer Probst. It's set in the OBX, and it follows Sierra and Kane, and they had a one-night stand a few years ago, and now he's moved to her small town after like a work issue. So he settled into the hometown and is determined to win her over, even though she's convinced that they shouldn't. It was just a one-night stand. It was nothing. So he's trying to win her back over. Her sister and his best friend are getting married. They were the focus of the first book. And so she's the maid of honor and he's the best man. And so they have to work together to plan the engagement party. She just adopted a cat, and she decided that the best way to move forward, she decided that nothing can happen between them until he wins over her cat, Montgomery. And I don't know, he's just like really pursuing her and she's shutting him down. I can't really figure out why, other than like she's just convinced that he is not serious about it and doesn't have the right intentions. I don't know. So it doesn't really feel like there's a good reason for her to be like shutting him down. Like, she's attracted to him and she's the one that left him after the one night stand 4 years ago, and he has essentially been like, hey, why did you do that? Like, I thought we had something special. And they both admit that it was a special like night for them, but she keeps just rejecting him. So that's what's happening. It's 12:10. I am going to get a little lunch here, and then finish my book. And then we'll see what happens from there. So, yeah. Chapter 13, page 125. Yeah, the book is only 250 pages, so it's a pretty short book. But I kind of took me a minute to get into it. Like, I was moving slow at first. But I'm listening to Olivia Rodrigo's new album, Niall Horan's new album. Got lots of new music happening in my ears. So I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm not sure what I'm getting. I need to look at the menu. And I'll be back. I just finished The Reluctant Flirt, and I gave it 2.5 stars. Unfortunately, it just wasn't doing it for me. Yeah, what can I say? Like, it was a rom-com, but it wasn't. The writing wasn't great. It did a lot of like telling instead of showing, and it was just very like, this happened and then this and then that. Like, it was the storyline was okay, but it was average. Yeah, like from 1 to 5, it falls right in the middle. Like, not good, not horrible, but I don't feel the need to recommend this to people. But the other book I brought with me is Dolly All the Time. So it is 1:30 and we're about to start book 2 for the day. This one is a little longer, but it's like 350 pages. The font is large, and so I think I can fly through this, honestly. I'm excited. It's fake dating. If they start by pretending, can they end with something real? And it follows Dolly. She's a single mom and she's 39. She starts fake dating this man named Stuart Whitfield. He is rich. It says, scion of the Whitfield family with a flat tire and at the wrong end of a very public, very humiliating breakup. It's in her nature to help. Okay. So I'm excited. I've really loved Annabelle's other stuff, and I'm hoping that this is 4 or 5 stars because I need something really good after The Reluctant Flirt. So they're playing High School Musical in here. There's a path worth taking. Yeah, I'm still at Honest Coffee Roasters. I'm probably gonna hang out here for a little longer. I got an avocado toast for lunch. I'm the only one in here, so I'm feeling comfortable to film, which is good. It's just the employees and myself in here right now. I actually don't know if they close. They close at 3, so I'll hang out here for another hour and a half until 3 when they close, and then go home and do a little more reading at home before I have dinner plans tonight with a friend. So that's at 6:30. So I should be able to finish this before then. That's my goal, is finish this before dinner tonight. That gives me 5 hours. I think I can finish this in 5 hours for sure. So let's get into it. I'm still listening to some stuff. Right now I'm listening to Casey Musgraves, but I've also been listening to Maisie Peters' new album. Lots of new music out, so lots of good stuff to get into. But yeah, I'm gonna take a bathroom break, come back, and get started. Okay, we are on the way home. I left the coffee shop a little early because I felt bad staying there right until they closed. So we are on the way home. I did order a Sonic for pickup, so we're gonna pick that up on the way home. I got a Route 44 Diet Dr. Pepper with blackberry. So this is a new flavor combo for me. I've never done it before, so hopefully it's good because I did get the large size, the Route 44. So oops. Yeah, that's what's up right now. It's, like I said, 2:30. I'm about 20% into Dolly All the Time. I'm like almost 70 pages in. And it's good so far. I can feel myself flying through it, and as I predicted, hopefully it will be 4 or 5 stars. Because I really need that right now, especially considering I went away from my physical TBR that I was supposed to be reading this month with this book, and if it was bad, that would be a real disappointment. So I didn't stray for no reason so far. And yeah, we are almost to Sonic. I'm gonna pick it up, and then I am going to probably make myself a little snack. I have a mango, and I've just been really into mangoes recently. Like, they've just been so good. It's mango season, so I'm probably gonna have one of those. Have a few of my spicy queso popcorners, which have also been my hyperfixation. So both of those things are going to be the perfect little afternoon snack. And then we're going to read and try and finish Dolly All the Time, or get close before I have to leave at like 6 for dinner. I will have to get ready for dinner, so I probably have until actually like 5:30 when I'll need to stop reading and get ready for dinner. So, pulling into Sonic now. The playlist at that coffee shop was so good. they were playing some real bangers. I did have my headphones on most of the time, but whenever I had them off, it was so good. Okay. Done with that. I probably need to edit some TikToks, but I can't do that right now. That'll have to be a tonight thing. I don't even make any money off of this, y'all, and it is a part-time job. It says Stella is on the way with my order. Although I have been making some commission stuff on ShopMy, so everything that I'm wearing and that I mention in this video will be linked down below. All the links are commissionable, so if you click them, if you buy anything that I'm wearing, reading, carrying, then I would appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm trying to get to the trendsetter tier on ShopMy so bad. I'm 23 points away, which feels achievable. And I get a $50 bonus whenever I hit trendsetter. I guess I could read a little while I'm waiting.
How you doing?
Good, thank you so much.
Good day.
Don't even get to read more than 5 words. Trash. Let's see if this is good. I've never gotten this before, like I said. It's good. Great. Let's go. I am 50% through Dolly all the time. It is 4:15. I'm on page 188, chapter 19. It's so cute. I'm loving it. Dolly is, like I said, she's a mom and she's home in Rhode Island for the summer. She usually lives in Boston. She's a school teacher, so she obviously has the summer off, and she's home for the summer to help her dad out at his fish place that he owns, like a store that sells fresh fish and also crab cakes. And so she's helping him out there this summer with her son, and she also has a younger brother who was in an accident and has brain damage from a car accident that he was in when he was young, so he has schizophrenia, and so she's helping take care of him. And Stuart is the oldest son of the wealthy family in town. They have a real estate business empire, if you will, and his fiance cheated on him, but in order to kind of inherit the business, he wants to prove to his parents and his family that he's not so much of a workaholic, that he has balance in his life and that family and other things are important to him. And so in order to do that, he has Dolly pretend to be his girlfriend. And she needs the money for some repairs on her dad's house. And so he pays her $60,000 to pretend to be his girlfriend for the summer. and I'm just obsessed with Stuart. He is such a sweet guy. Like, obviously he's he has a lot of privilege, but sometimes in books, like, the rich privileged man is like annoying, but he is actually like a kind and well-meaning person. Yeah, I just love him, and I love them together, and they have this like really fun banter. It's clear they're like obsessed with each other. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening with this. Like I said, it's 4:15. I need to leave at 5 because I forgot that I am going to tour a townhouse at 5:30. So I need to leave here at 5 so I can make it there to tour before I have dinner plans at 6:30. So I've got probably another 30 minutes before I need to get changed and head out the door. So we're gonna read a little more. I won't be able to finish the book before dinner like I kind of hoped because I have to leave earlier than I thought I was gonna have to. But I will definitely be able to finish this tonight. We're gonna keep going. I will update you probably when I get back from dinner tonight and am reading again. Okay, this camera is probably going to die. So I didn't film a lot in the second half of the evening. I got back from dinner and then my roommate and I watched Love Island after Sun and the last episode from last night that I missed. So I was reading and watching, and thus I read slower than I normally would. So what should have taken me an hour and a half to finish took me longer. But once the episode was finally over, I was able to lock in and finish Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. It is 11:15, so I need to go to bed, but I also need to wash my face still and whatever. But 5 stars. I debated on giving it like 4.5, but I just decided, you know what? The way I was devouring it this afternoon, it was so good. And my review was literally, please God, send me someone with generational wealth. Like, I need someone who uses the word summer as a verb, and has a second home where they go to summer. Anyway, I loved Dolly and Stuart, and I loved the way she like stood up for herself at the end. There was a third act breakup, and I honestly did not like the way that Stuart handled it. That was my only complaint, was that I get that Dolly loves Stuart. They loved each other. They're in love. But it did feel like she forgave him for something that too quickly, maybe? I don't know. Like, it's not like it was unforgivable, but it wasn't great. Like, the way that he kind of treated her and then, like, not discarded her, but moved on without reaching out or anything for almost a year, I didn't like. That was not it for me, Stuart. Sorry, but didn't like that. Otherwise, loved Stuart. The way he was with Gus, her son. Like, a man that is good with kids is hot. And Stuart was just that. He was so good with kids, and I loved their relationship. And also his relationship with Christopher, her brother, who was disabled. So good. And like, I feel like everyone really got some character growth Dolly really did, but like with her family and just everything, I just thought it was really well done. So I gave it 5 stars. And that is the end of book 2 for this weekend. I'm going to church tomorrow morning, but I am going to start a 3rd book and hopefully finish it tomorrow. I do have more plans tomorrow, so I'm not sure that I'll be able to. I read 2 books today, but one of them I was already like 50 pages into, so I don't think I'll be able to finish 2 books tomorrow. Hopefully I can start and finish a book tomorrow. That is my goal. I'm also babysitting tomorrow, so depending on what happens with the kids, I should be able to read while I'm there if they go to bed on time. But I'm not sure what I'm going to start next. What I could do is Rights of the Starling. I'm about 50% into it on the audiobook. I could read some of the physical book. So maybe I'll bring this with me and decide how I'm feeling tomorrow. If I want to do some physical reading of that, or if I want to start something else. I am reading a book on my Kindle right now, Gilded Serpent by Danielle L. Jensen. So I could also do some more of that. I'm like 10% into it. I'm not very far in. My 3rd option is Kingmakers by Sophie Lark. This is a mafia university romance. I don't really know. It might be, is this a love triangle? I don't know. Leo, unwaveringly loyal to his childhood friend Anna, follows her into a world where love is a weapon, trust is a casualty, and survival is the only victory that matters. But the greatest danger comes when Dean Yenin, a Bratva heir with a vendetta as cold as his heart, Dean plans to destroy Leo and take everything he holds dear, starting with Anna. Can Leo win back his soulmate, or is Anna lost forever? Maybe it is a love triangle, but this is kind of long. Oh, there's some art. It's 400 pages, so I could do that. These plus my Kindle are going to be my options for tomorrow. I'm going to kind of decide how I'm feeling when I start tomorrow, but this is what I'm thinking for tomorrow. So I will see you in the morning. I need to go to bed. Good night. Hello. Good morning. I am about to head out. I kind of planned my morning incorrectly. Well, I stayed up way too late is what I did. Okay. I stayed up way too late last night, and then my alarm went off this morning so that I could go to first service. I couldn't get up, so I snoozed quite a few times, and so now I've missed the first service, but I'm up and ready, and I've got about an hour before I need to go to second service, so I am going to a coffee shop, but the place that I usually go to that's near my church, I want to go to after service, so it feels weird to go before, leave, and come back, so I'm going somewhere else before we'll go to church, and then we'll go to my usual place, Ugly Mugs, after. But it's 8:20. The service is at 10, so like I said, I've got about 30 minutes to 30 minutes, an hour to read before church, so I'm gonna go over there. I didn't bring a sweater or a jacket, which I'm kind of regretting, but whatever. And I'll pick a book out of the 3 that I mentioned last night. It's so humid here in Nashville because it's been just like off and on stormy and rainy all weekend, but I'm wearing this dress from Old Navy this morning, and as you can tell, I've been into the just like 2 braids moment. So I'm on the way, and then I'll start whatever's calling to me when I get there. But I really need to like make a decision because I can't switch it up, otherwise I won't be able to finish a book. So I need to pick one and stick with it so that I can finish it today. But let's go. Okay, I'm done with church now. It is almost noon. I read about 60, 70 pages of Kingmakers this morning before I had to leave. So we are now headed to Ugly Mugs, the coffee shop that I love, that's right near my church, and we're gonna get a little avocado toast. We're gonna read some more. I'm probably gonna try and sit down until I can get to 50%. Like, my goal is to read to 50% in this sitting, and then I'll go home, like change and get comfortable, and then try and read the last 50% of Kingmakers. So that's what the plan is. It is looking super gloomy, like it might rain, but this is literally where I was last night. It's the same little parking complex for this as the dinner that I went to last night. They're both right next to each other. And I got a primo parking spot, which never happens. So let's go in. I made it home. I'm also 50% through Kingmakers. I'm on page 206, chapter 14. So something crazy just like went down. So Leo and Anna are cousins, but they're not really related by blood. There is no blood relation between them, but they grew up being like treated as cousins. And this is their first year at this like mafia school, and there's 4 different sections at the university. There's heirs, enforcers, accountants, and spies, and they're in the heirs group along with this guy named Dean, who Dean's dad is Leo's mom's brother, but they're estranged. So they're cousins, Leo and Dean are, but there was a huge fight between Leo's mom and Dean's dad, and so they don't get along. They actively hate each other. Anna and Leo both like are starting to have like more than friendship feelings for each other, but because they like grew up as best friends, neither one of them really like has addressed it. They're just trying to
keep going like they always have. Dean is obviously obsessed with Anna because he says, I'm the best, so I want the best, and Anna's the best. And also, he hates Leo, and because Leo has Anna, it makes him want Anna more. But they were just at a party, and Dean roofied Leo's drink so that he would, I don't know, he essentially gets taken advantage of. A girl, like, is blowing him, but he doesn't know what's happening or who is doing it. He's roofied. But Anna sees it and doesn't know that. She gets upset because she sees the guy that she likes and her best friend with this other girl. And so now she's like stormed off of the party and Dean is following her. So that's where we're at. We'll see. Y'all, finished, and I need to leave now to go babysit, but I did it, and I was wrong. Each book is a different couple. I don't think I could take if these two didn't end up together. If she had ended up with Dean, I think I would have screamed. Leo and Anna are perfect for each other, and now that I know that each book follows a different couple, I can breathe easier because they got a little epilogue, they're together, they'll go back for year 2, and year 2 will follow a different couple. I'm already so excited for year 2. I'm about to order it right away. It follows their cousin Miles and Zoe, who is one of Anna's friends / roommates. So book 3 of the weekend done. I'm giving it a 4.5 stars, and my review is literally just this. OMG. Hot. Yeah, I loved that. And I'm usually not a mafia romance girly, but I'll see you when I get back from babysitting. I won't vlog or anything while I'm there, and give you updates on Gilded Serpent. Okay, it's been a few days, and did not finish another video or another book. So this is what I read in one weekend. These 3 books here. Let's see how many pages it was. I read 995 pages in total. So I really liked these 2. You saw how I felt about this one. I didn't love it, but these 2 were both very good. And this one, I already read the second one since I spoke to you last, and I ordered the whole rest of the series. So I'm very excited to continue this series. I'll keep you updated on my mafia romance journey. So that, and then this standalone, but Annabelle Monaghan, always amazing. And yeah, I feel like I don't have much else to say to y'all, but if there's other like reading challenge videos that you think would be fun for me to film, please let me know. It's been a long time since I've done a reading video on here, so it feels good to be back, and I'm sure this video is quite long, so I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you somewhere else on the internet.